Done. See, we have completed these two user stories, right? What we have done, just a recap. So we have created applications inside a Salesforce. We know how to create applications inside a Salesforce, right? So these are the two applications where you created. Okay, but one thing you have to be remembered today, you came to know, to access this service cloud related applications, you need a service cloud option for you. Okay, I'll show you that one today.
Srikanth, good morning. Sorry for the interrupt you.
Yeah.
I have a question. Yesterday I was tried, have created applications as you created.
Yeah.
And can we create a lightning experience application and classic application both at a time without upgrading the classic?
If you create applications at a lightning experience, it won't come back to the classic. But if you create a classic application, that can be applicable in both lightning experience and classic.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Fine. So these are the applications what we have been created. Okay. Now my question is very simple. Okay. To whom we created these applications? I never created this for developers or an administrators. I created for whom?
Business.
Internal employees of CV. Crompton. Internal employees of Crompton. Okay. Who are the internal employees? Like sales department and service department. Sales department will do some pre-sale business. Okay. And they'll convert the customers and they'll generate a business on top of those customers. Service department will provide support to those customers. This is the just high level you have to be think, because these kind of questions you can face in the interview perspective point. Okay, so what is my intention towards this? If you don't know to whom you created these applications, then creation of application is waste. Now I want to create those two department users. Ready? So if I create those users, so they can use this application. Clear? Okay. So if you observe this user story, this one, as a product owner, I want SMB sales user need to access the SMB Sales App. Create a new sales rep user, create a new sales admin profile. So this is what the acceptance criteria they given. In real time, you can see such kind of things. I will show you. Okay. Clear? Any doubts? Okay. So now, I have an application. I have an application. This application is going to be used by one of the end users. So one of the user has to access this application. So if you access this application has some tabs and objects, some records, or you can create your own records, whatever it may be. Okay. So we are going to create this user today. Are you ready? Okay. Yesterday we created applications. Today we are going to work on users. Got clarity? What you're going to do today? See, now we'll talk about general here. Generally, for every user, they have their work profile, isn't it on? If you consider doctors will have their work profile. Cardiosurgeon, dental surgeons, dental people, right? Neurosurgeon. Can neurosurgeon do cardio-related operations? No. Why? Because of his profile. Yes, because of his profile. So that means profile always tells what that person is doing, isn't it or not, in a real time. Okay. Let's say my profile is a trainer. Okay. I can give training on so and so subject. Clear? If my profile is a developer, I can develop some application. If my profile is a hardware engineer, I can work on the hardware related stuff. Okay. Work always related to the profiles. Clear? So based on the profile only, user can be there. Similarly, inside a Salesforce, there are some users and profiles will be there. What are they? Users and profiles. Users are nothing but end users, employees of Prompter. Done. Then what exactly the profile is? Without profile, can user sustain? Are you sure? Paka? He can exist. Without profile, no one will exist. Without profile, no one will exist in the world. Okay. If you are a student profile, yes, you are going to be learn something else. Yes. Without profile, there is nothing. Similarly, inside a Salesforce, to create a user, you need profile. Exactly. Underline this statement. Most askable interview question. It might eliminate you from the interview perspective of point. If you are unable to answer it. What is the question? Can I create a user without a profile? No. Clear? Okay. We got one interview answer. And next one. Let's consider here. Okay. You consider this is a profile. In general, I'm not talking about Salesforce. If I talk about Salesforce, you may not aware what exactly the profile is. So I'm talking about in general. Okay. So what? See, if I assign this profile to the user, based on the instructions what are available in this profile, this user will behave or not. Exactly. If I assign a cardio surgeon related profile, he will behave like a cardio surgeon. Okay. If I assign a profile like a student, he behave like a student. Right? That means some of the instructions, some of the responsibilities has been there inside a profile, isn't it all? So we can assign this profile to a user. Without profile, user cannot sustain. You cannot create a user without a profile. Remember? Any doubts still here? Clear? Everyone. Online people, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay. So I can consider no questions. Okay. Now, boss, there are so many cardio surgeons are there in the world, right? So many neurosurgeons are there. Let's say there is another user. Another user. Can I assign this profile to this user? This is a cardio surgeon profile. I can assign this profile to the multiple users. So this profile can be assigned to the multiple users. So all these users becomes as a cardio surgeon. Isn't it all? So I can assign a profile to the multiple users. Got clarity? You all are student profiles. Got it? You all are student profiles. So I can assign one profile to the multiple users. Isn't it all? Right? You got the thing? Okay. Can user have multiple profiles? See, let's say for example, there is another profile. Let's say software. Okay. Can I assign this software profile to this user? Baga think change.
Yes.
See, I already assigned a cardio surgeon profile to this user. And I'm assigning a software engineer related profile to this user. That means, మీరు ఆన్సర్ ఎలా చెప్పారంటే బీటెక్ చదివి డాక్టర్ నాకు okay. So the thing is, a user can have only one profile. Okay. This is not possible. A user can have single profile, but a profile can have multiple users. Without profile, can I create a user? Most asked related question. Without profile, can I create a user? Without user, can I create a profile? Yes. Can I assign? Yeah. Can I assign single profile to the multiple users? Can user can have multiple profiles? Then what exactly the profile is?
Access.
Exactly. Profile is nothing but some set of permissions. Some set of permissions. So what kind of permissions means? What kind of permissions means? Yes, this user want to see the application. Okay. This user want to see some object. This user want to see some field, some record type or page level will come in the next levels. Okay. So all that script will be mentioned here. Based on the script, what is available on the profile. Okay. The user can access and he can work. Clear? So what exactly the profile means? Profile is nothing but some set of permissions. What kind of permissions it is having means application level permissions, field level permissions, object level permissions, tab level permissions. Will come in regular day. Till last working day, we will work on profiles and users. I just introduced you. What exactly the profile is? Profile is nothing but a set of permissions. They'll ask you question, what is a profile? Yeah. They'll ask you question, what exactly the profile is. You have to say it, answer. Okay. Ask only one brain learn, not on book. Okay. So what is a profile? Profile is nothing but some set of permissions. Everything should come only in this classroom. I know how you work in outside. Right? So profile is nothing but some set of permissions. So now the next question, what kind of permissions means? Yes, you worked on application yesterday. Concentrate only on this. Yes, I want to give access this application to the user. How you can give this application to the user means with the help of profile only. Yes, you got it. Got it what I said? Yesterday, we have given this application access to one of the profile. Do you know what is the profile? Exactly. Salesforce administrator profile. Okay. So today we have to create, as per the user story, we have to create sales admin profile. Which profile? Sales admin profile. We'll create. Any doubts still here? No doubts, right? Okay. Shall we create?
Yeah.
No, I have a question. Which one should I create? First, shall I create a user or a profile?
Profile.
Why?
Profile is access.
Super. Excellent. Can I create a user inside a Salesforce? No. Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We can create a user. Okay. With the profile only, not without. With the profile, you can create a user. Okay. Can I create a profile inside a Salesforce?
Yes.
How? Yeah, you didn't see the application, right? You didn't see that Salesforce. Underline this point. Chapala. Okay. You will clone the existing application and create a, sorry, you will clone the existing profile and create a new profile. Clear? Do you know what is the meaning of clone?
Like a duplicate.
Duplicate. Cloning the existing one. Like already, see, if there is a option A. Let's say, for example, there is an option A. Okay. If I clone this one, what you will get? You will get another A. That's called cloning. Same behavior and functionalities will come here. Clear? It's called cloning. So when you're working on a profile, you cannot create a new profile directly, but you have to clone the existing profile and create a new one. Most asked questions. So many questions I ask. Every time you have to clone the existing profile. Okay. So you can directly create a new user. You can directly create a new application. You can directly create a new objects, but you have to clone the existing profile and create a new one. Okay. Got clarity? Any doubts? ఎవరికైనా నిద్ర వస్తుందా? నిద్ర వస్తే చెప్పండి, పాటలు పాడతాం. Yes. See, when you're working on a profile, that means you want to create a profile. To create a profile, you have to clone the existing profile. I'll show you that option. Okay. If you want to create a new profile, you cannot directly create a new profile, but there is an option called clone. You just click on that clone button. Okay, then you can create a new profile. That means taking a copy of existing profile and you can enhance that profile. Okay, so let's go and create profile inside a Salesforce. Okay, see, this profile concept will come at the end actually, but I'm introducing you at the beginning. Do you know the reason why? Because we are working on a project. Okay, you might develop some application, you might develop some objects, you might develop some fields, some page layouts or record types, some workflows, whatever it may be, automation process. You should know to whom you are creating, to whom you are using. Okay, what kind of an access level that user is having. Okay, you should know aware. You should aware all these things. So that's the reason I just introduced you these profiles and users in the second day of your sales. Clear? This is the second day of your sales session, to be frank. Okay. Now, just click on setup. Just click on setup. Scroll down. What is this option? Now you're doing the administrative one. Will you give this setup to end user?
No.
Good. There is an option called manage users. Have you seen profiles? Yes. Click on this profiles option. There are multiple profiles are there. Multiple profiles are there. Okay. All these profiles are belongs to the user licenses. Okay. You are working Salesforce user license so far. Are you getting the point? See, user is nothing but a license inside a Salesforce. What is that? User is nothing but a license inside a Salesforce. One license, one user. Clear? And all these profiles are related to those licenses. Let's say, for example, I didn't introduce you the Salesforce still. See, wait. I have a license 1. I have a license 2. These are the names of licenses. L1, L2, L3. Okay. And this profile is also belongs to L1. So that means I can assign only this profile to the users who are having the L1 licenses. Are you getting the point? Very simple. Okay. See, this is the user. This user has license. What license he has? L1 license. So while I'm creating the user, I want to assign a profile, right? I cannot assign all the profiles. I can assign only the L1 related profiles. If anyone don't understand, please ask me. Okay. Let us say there is a Salesforce licenses is there. Salesforce license is there. Okay. There is a platform license is there. Okay. And there is a marketing user license is there. Okay. There is a service cloud license is there. Okay, the different licenses are there, but this profile has been made up of Salesforce license. Made up of Salesforce license. And this is the user, marketing user. Marketing user. So the license is a marketing license. Okay. Can I assign this Salesforce license to him? No, that's what I'm saying. This user is a Salesforce license. Can I assign this profile to this user? Yes. Right. So license is very, very important for user and profile. Okay. If a user is having the Salesforce license, then you can only assign the Salesforce license related profiles, not all the other profiles. Even if you are trying to assign it, Salesforce won't allow you to do it. I'll show you that option. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
Based on profile, they are working on 3 users.
Hmm.
License should be created on individual license.
Individual licenses. License will have a count. Okay. We'll talk about the license. See, there is what is this company profile. When you open this company profile, here you have a company information. What edition you are using? Developer edition. But in real time, it is unlimited edition or enterprise or platform license. Sorry, same features. What is the difference? Means capacity differences. Here I have only 5 MB of data items, not more than that. Everything is same. Everything is same. Capacity wise differences, license wise differences. Okay. See how many Salesforce license I have here? 2. But in a real time, you have more than of 2000 plus users. Are you getting the point? How many licenses you have? The most eligible interview question to eliminate you from the interview. They'll ask you very technically, how many licenses you work? You said, boss, I worked only on 2. Enough. You've given enough evidence for you. Okay. So how many licenses you worked? Yes. How many users you served? Exactly. More than 2000. Boss, my application is having more than 2000 plus users. We are serving. That's it. Enough. How many licenses means 2000 licenses. 2000 licenses means 2000 users. Don't say 2000 exact, to the more than 2000. Okay. So, but our free edition, how many users, how many licenses are there? 2. That means how many end users I can create? 2. Only 2. Already 1 I am using. I am logging them. Okay. For me, already 1 license has been used, and remaining 1 license. Today we'll use that license. Clear? Any notes? So there are different types of the charter free license, Salesforce platform license, different licenses are there. But we are working only on 1 license so far. What is that? Salesforce license. Clear? So when you're working on Salesforce licenses, that means you are going to create only Salesforce users or Salesforce profiles. Okay, let's one user. Only 1 user. Profile is off. It's an option for a license. Okay. This license, this license is nothing but a user.
You can create active directory.
Active directory,
Like sheet, apply sheet.
you can. Yeah, you can do anything inside a Salesforce. So just click on the users. What we are going to deal here, profiles. When you click on these profiles, there are multiple profiles are there respective to the user licenses, whatever it may be. Here there is an option called new profile. If you consider, right now I assigned one of the profile. Do you know what is my profile is? How would I know? Just come here. Again, I'll come to the profiles. Just come here. Click on my profile or my settings. Okay, I'll click on my profile. My profile. Okay, it opens here. You can change your image, whatever stuff. Just click here. Again, you click on the my settings, or you directly click on the my settings. Anything is fine. Just click on my settings. Here you can see the personal. Click here. There is an advanced user details. Click this one. So what is the license I'm having? Salesforce license. What is the profile I'm having? System admin. This is the user. When we are signing up, this user has been created. Okay. Today I'm going to create such kind of a user record. Are you getting the point? Have you created account records? Vijay said no? Vijay sir. He didn't say it, right? Have you created contact records, opportunity records? Similarly, I can also create user records. Clear? Very simple, fraction of seconds, everything will be developed. Okay. Anyway, if you want to come to this screen, very simple. Your user is there, just click on my settings. Okay. Click on personal. There is an option for advanced users. But I'm very lazy. I don't know how to click this one. Then do like this. Scroll down. Come to the manage users. Click on users. This is the user. What is the profile? System admin profile. This is the user. This is the username I logged in. Okay. Now I'm going to create a new user in the next couple of minutes. Okay. What is this profile I'm having here? System administrator profile. System administrator means he's a topmost guy. Everything will be accessible for him. You cannot change anything in this profile. Okay. So that's why, can I give this system administration profile to my end user? No. Why? Because he has all the accesses. Okay. Make understand of this one. So that's the reason my customer asked me to create another new profile called as sales admin profile. Okay. I'm going to create that one. Ready, guys? Now, just click on manage users, click on profiles. You can see the profiles here. Okay, you can clone it. There is an option called new profile. When you click on new profile, it is asking for an existing profile. See, for this existing profile, what is the user license? This one. What is the user license I have to create? I have to use right now Salesforce. Either you can use system administrator or standard user. See, Salesforce. Salesforce, not Salesforce license, Salesforce, the vendor has recommended us to use the standard user instead of, because if you clone the system administrator, again, all the access will go. Okay. So instead of removing all the accesses, go for a basic one called as standard user. So I just selected an existing profile as a standard user. You also in a real time, when you're creating the profiles, please clone this standard user profile. Okay. Now, what is the profile name I have to give you? Can I give profile 1? Profile 2? Can I give profile 1, profile 2? No, in a real time, please don't give like that. Already customer given a name here. Sales admin. What is that? Sales admin. Come here, put a profile name here. Got it? Just click on save. Done. Profile has been created. How much time it took here?
Fraction of seconds.
Yes, fraction of seconds, we have created a profile. Ready? We'll see later what are the options are available here. Today, my job is to create a profile. I created it. That's it. Okay. What are the options I have to give a visibility for him? We'll see in the next user story. Are you getting the point? Did you understand what exactly the profile is? So I created a profile called as sales admin. Okay. The working exposure of this profile we'll see later. Okay. Now, what else is asking for the second criteria, acceptance criteria? You need a sales rep. For the first time, we are going to create a new user inside a Salesforce. Are you ready, guys? Good. Create chalo. Chadam water. Good. Again, click on setup. Go to the managing users. Just click on the users. I didn't show you what exactly the profile is, but I showed you how to create a profile. That means what? That means what? It's your responsibility to open that profile and go through it. What are the options are available? Come for a debate tomorrow. That's it. No more zero knowledge. Okay. We are not freshers. So now I just click on the users. There is an option called new user. Click on this new user. Why I am creating a new user here? Can anyone tell me? Creating a sales rep. Why should I create a sales rep? As per the user story, as per the acceptance criteria. You know why I creating the user? Yesterday I created an application. To access that application, to use that application, I need a end user. Okay, that's the reason. So now you can give anything. So I will give the name as like sales admin. Okay. Give the email. You can give your own Gmails. Already. Okay. You can give your email. You can define your username. Okay. I'll define username as sales admin at cg.com.dev. This is the username which I given for this end user. Okay. And the title admin company department sales department. You give whatever stuff you want, but I'm not concentrating on all these actions. What is this one? What is this? What is this?
User will be active.
Profile status.
Okay.
As user status, sir.
Online people, you are saying something.
User status, active or not?
Means what?
So means if you click on active, then user can use this application later.
I can say in generally, if user is alive, that checkbox will be checked.
Yes.
If user is dead, the checkbox is unchecked. That means what? In a real time, if end user is using your application by logging to his ARC, okay, accessing his application by logging to his ARC means that checkbox is checked. If the checkbox is unchecked, that means it is in the false mode. That means user cannot be able to be logging because user is not in the active mode. All active mode users will only be the login to the Salesforce. Clear? Any doubts? Depends. So now, what is this? User license. You created one profile, right? What is the name of that profile? Can you show me that sales profile here? Sales admin. Why it is not showing here? Because of licenses. Okay. Can I go for Salesforce license? So now you choose for a Salesforce license. Got it? This is the option what I said to you. Salesforce will always automate you. Okay. So for Salesforce license, I created a sales admin. Now, there is an option called generate new password or notify user immediately. When you choose this one, you will get an email to this Gmail. Clear? Save. First time we have been created a profile and assigned to that a new user.
Role is not specified.
Not required as of so far. Okay, it's not specified. Just click on save. Was first time was you know how to sign up a Salesforce, developer.salesforce.com, sign up. But here, the first time, you are creating an end user. You have created an end user inside your Salesforce app. That is the beauty. In a fraction of seconds. If you want to develop such kind of things in Java or .NET, to configure all these things, it took so much of time. Okay. But I just created in a fraction of seconds, a user called as Salesforce admin, and I assigned a new profile. That means the purpose is I created an end user. Now I want to log into this end user, right? I want to test this one, right? Okay. So how can I test? So I'll get an email. Yes, I got an email. Clear? I'll open this in another browser. Microsoft Edge. Radha? See, how can I just copied that link. Actually, you have to click on that verify button, but I copied that link. What's happening? Both has been stopped. So I'll open an incognito. Clear? So I just copied that link. Okay, I just copied this link. I think generally you have to click on this button, but I want to show the variation. So I just copied that link and come here, enter. Now it is verifying the user. So it is asking for a password, PASS at 123. PASS at 123. In city, anything, please. So we signed up. First time we have created an end user inside a Salesforce by using of a Salesforce license. Now, how many licenses I have remaining? Zero. Already administrator has been used. Now I have used another. So now nothing is there. Okay. So who's this user here? Sales admin. Who's this user? This is the administrator. Clear? Get out. First time we have created an end user. Okay, created an end user. That's what this option is saying. I want SMB sales user need to access the SMB Sales App. Okay. So create a sales app, create a sales admin profile. Okay. Go for a third criteria. Give access to SMB Sales App. What is the third criteria they given? Give access to SMB Sales App. Let me check whether my end user is accessing the SMB Sales App. He access sales, marketing, community, some. Did he access my application? No. Now I want to give access to him. Right? Because yesterday you given access only for the system administrators, not for this time. Now, how to do? You can set up a administrator. Yes, go to the administrator. First, clarity. Okay. Go to the administrator. I went to the administrator. Okay. Now, sales admin is having some profile. For sales admins, they need an access, right? So now you have to go to the profiles. Go to the profile. If you give access in the profile, then user automatically. What is your profile name? Sales admin. Just click on this sales admin. Click on this edit. What license is using? Salesforce. Custom app settings. So these are the apps what he's viewing. Did he viewing? He's not viewing SMB retail app. He's not viewing SMB Salesforce Lightning app. Service app we'll see later. Right? Major this one for classic. This one for lightning. I given two options, right? Just click on save. In a fraction of seconds, the user behavior will change. Done, right? Come here. Refresh the screen. See the beauty. You just given access in his profile. It is directly replicate here. If you want to do such kind of things in a Java, you have to develop it, you have to deploy it, you have to migrate it. So many things we did. Okay. Here on fly. Just click on this. Now for the first time, the end user is accessing your application. Yeah. They'll do data load. Data load options. Another concept. Bulky operations will be there. Okay. So now, for the first time, my end user is accessing the SMB Sales App. Okay. And he can access these objects and he can create a records. Clear? Any doubts? All doubts? Yeah, you have to remove it. Where you can remove? Profile. Go and find it and remove it.
We haven't cloned the data, cloned the user.
No, we will clone profiles, not users. We'll only clone profiles, not users. Clear? I want to remove this setup here. I have a setup. When I click on setup, I can see all the administrative options, build and so many things. How can I remove this setup? మీరు చెప్తారా నాకు చెప్పమంటారా? ఓకే వెళ్తాను. సిస్టమ్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్ ప్రొఫైల్కి వెళ్ళాలి. సేల్స్ అడ్మిన్ ప్రొఫైల్కి వెళ్ళాలి. Go to the sales admin profile. Here is the sales admin profile. Click on edit. Okay. Scroll down. Here is the administrative options will be there. There is an administrative permissions will be there. Okay, here there is an option called setup. Control F. Control F. Setup. Not that option. What is this? View setup and configuration. Okay. Remove this option. To whom I am removing? Sales admin. Sales admin. I am removing. So when I click on sale, if an end user is using this profile, let's say there are 10 end users are there using the same profile, all 10 users can remove that setup option. Now come here, refresh your screen. Now he cannot do anything. He is on home. Now he cannot do that option. Right? He can only access the application. He cannot modify or he cannot do any setup or anything else. He cannot manage even other users also. He can only simply access the application what you created. He can only simply create the records. Clear? So that much of thing is there in this user story. Admin by default will do. Admin will have by default. System administrator will have by default. You cannot remove it. Do you want me to try? Okay, I'll try. Click on profiles. Go to my system administrator. Click on edit. See, I cannot change these options. All system administrative options. What is that option? Setup. See, I cannot remove it. Boss, you asked a question. I am saying the answer. See, again going back. Right? This is the system administrator where this guy is accessing. Okay, I just open system administrator and click on edit. When you scroll down, okay, there are system administrator permissions. You cannot modify it. Okay, these are given by Salesforce. See here, view setup and configuration. You cannot remove it. When you are not reviewing it, definitely this option is available for you. So that means I can manage, because that's what I'm a system administrator. System administrator can develop the applications, can deploy the applications, can manage the users, can manage the end users. You got it? What I'm trying to say. System admin or system administrator, both are the same. Both are the same. I said sales service. So tomorrow we look into this another user story. Okay, sales rep, but we don't have license. We'll see that one. What we do. Got it?
Second small doubt.
Please work on this 500 user story as well. Okay. So tomorrow we are going to be working on again profiles and users. It is a never-ending concept, boss. Today I showed you how to access the application. Tomorrow I have to show you how to access the object as well. How to access the object as well, field as well.
So systematically be in direct contact with the user individually. Systematically, the systematically be in direct contact with the end user.
Yes.
So
He can
the profile
manage.
is handled by the system administrator.
Exactly.
And the end user will be only handling the end user.
End user don't know nothing. He will log into the Salesforce.
So we only create the profile and we only
Exactly. End user is a nothing. Like you works on Amazon.
So end user don't know how many users are using and how many profiles are created.
Nothing. You know. Even we have logins in the Amazon here. We are administrators or end users? End users of that web portal. Right? So we simply log in and we access what are the options are there. We cannot customize it or we cannot do anything else. Right? That too, we are not employees. Then what? Nice question. Now it came. Let's see. I'll remove all this stuff here. Okay. This is a Chrome tab. This is a Chrome tab. Clear? He has some employees. Okay. Like sales or service department users. Any doubts still here? This is the thing what we are using. Clear? And there are some customers also there. There are some customers also there. Right? You develop application for them. Data is storing inside a Salesforce. Let us consider this dabba is a Salesforce dabba. Okay. And we are accessing the data. Who these people? These people accessing the data or creating the data, whatever it may be. Now my customers also want to view their data. Now the customers also want to view their data. You understood what I'm trying to say? We are developing. General, our project is only for employees. But what about my customers? There's so many customers are there. Millions of customers will be there. I cannot give my portal to the millions of customers, but I can give my portal to the B2B people. Isn't it or not? Right? Dealers, I can give my application to the dealers. So then I can say that dealers are also nothing but external employees. So now I can convert this one as internal. So instead of making employees, I can say that external users. These are nothing but internal users. Now you are developing application for internal users. But there is a concept for external users also want to access their data. Their data means they have some customers, they have B2B customers, they want to view their B2B customers. So then how you can create means there is a concept called community. What is that? Community cloud. Community cloud. Then what cloud here we are using? You got the variation. Got the variation. You all have Amazon logins, personal logins, web portals will be there. And there are some dealers also there in Amazon. They do business, right? They are the external users. They have the community kind of stuff. Okay.
Dealers means like the shipping or areas. Transportation areas.
Transportation logistics will be different again.
Stores, like stores, branded one.
Exactly. Okay. Anyway, whatever it may be, you concentrate. This is my view. This is Chrome 10. And these are the internal employees. I'm developing application for them. If they also want, if my customers also want the data, what is available inside a Salesforce, then I can go for external users. Then I have to work on community cloud. Clear? This is another concept actually. We'll discuss this one also. Any doubts? Today we just created only profile and user. Matter of 2 minutes. But we discussed so many things like intro perspective point, business perspective point, the clarities and doubts and everything. Right? Yeah. Thank you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll post this video immediately. Okay. Don't watch my videos. Okay. Try to create as much as possible. My videos are only for backup. If you miss the session, watch these videos. That's it. Again, watching video like 1 hour, it's a waste of time. We have only 24 hours time. Thank you guys. Online people, bye.